we're
Yeah.
doing that because we really stand that you guys who are listening live the life you love and do things that you
Yeah.
want to love and actually prosper from it. And that is why do the things that make you happy, do the list that you're really good at, and then imagine, like, you go out there and dream. That was not in the plan, but yeah, it is what it is. Hmm. Yeah, I'm still eating. So the little one should be asleep, but he is not today. So we are dealing with that. So yeah, that's it. Now it's all in Ursha's hands, and she is great. She will get him sorted. He falls asleep. Um, so I'll just eat this sandwich meanwhile we're doing this. Otherwise, I'll go nuts hungry. Just did a workout after a long time. After a long
Yeah.
time.
Show your
Eh,
muscles.
Nah, I'm not flexing.
Nah.
Nah, there are girls who have bigger biceps than me.
Not.
No, I'm joking, but probably are, but not that many. Anyway, yeah. So I will have this mic today. Probably will be there still on Wednesday in the talk show as well. I'm waiting for new microphone. The last one kind of
Right.
gave up. I don't know. It just didn't work the sound as we wanted to, so got to deal with that. So yeah, it's gonna be a new shiny. It's gonna be red light in it. It's gonna be sparkly. The fire all over the place. Yeah, what else? So yeah, tonight podcast number 2, Night Ignition.
Yeah.
Hyped with Alexander. Alex, I'll call you just Alex, man. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's it. No more smiley face. We were thinking about his name, smiley face, Mr. T, which is too similar to Mr. JP. Kind of a Mr. T and Mr. JP. So yeah, we just go like Mr. JP and Alexander Tasco until we find something that he will be okay. I'm gonna be that. Um. So yeah, tonight topic is from hobby to business. And mainly Alex will talk about it. I'm gonna be the support one tonight. So yeah. And the context of this topic from hobby to business is if you have an idea, don't wait or postpone, just go for action. So basically what Alex is gonna share and I will support him, how I deal with things as a small business one man band and he a little bit more than one man band. We're gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna support him through the whole thing. So the plan is we finish the main thing in 1 hour, and then because we're on stream, we're not gonna finish in 1 hour. We're gonna be, yeah, debating, talking, see if there are any more questions or maybe you have any ideas, and we can support you directly with that. So yeah, stay tuned. And mods are doing the work. GG. Uh, cool. So Alex, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Do you have some question for me? The opening question.
Who, me?
How do we start it? Yeah, you.
Okay, okay. I didn't know. I was already thinking, oh, I'm a little bit free now. I'm gonna eat, mute myself for
Yeah.
a minute or
No,
two.
no, no, man. You gonna
No,
help
okay,
me.
okay, okay, okay. Share. So
Yeah.
we said the topic is from hobby to business, right? So maybe
Yeah.
share with us a little bit what was your hobby, and then how it all started with you. So to go from there, how did you discover it? When did you discover it? What happened? And then, how what was the first steps and everything else that you find out and have prepared for us today to be debate, discussed, podcasted about.
Okay. Thank you. So let's go to my childhood. I was always like when I was around people, I always make them smile. So, but in that when I was younger, I didn't realize that this is going to be my regular steady job. But when I go to my year of when I was 19 years old, I was called in to be an entertainer in one event management agency. So first I thought like, oh my god, this is not for me. How can I be entertainer? But someone sees something in me, and he said, "Hey, you're a fun guy. You can go and you can be a promoter, entertainer, MC." And I was like, I don't have any experience. I was like dealing in my head everything, and I just said, okay, because of you, I will go to that meeting and we will see what will happen. So I took the opportunity and I went to that meeting, and it was interesting, but I was still in my nutshell. I was shy. I didn't knew that this is going to work. So I was put it on my first project, and what I want to talk about today is 5 elements that I think that when I look back created my business today, and that is attitude, work ethic, positive mindset, uh, positive peer group who supported me, and skills, developing skills. So when I started, I was rookie in all the way rookie. So I never thought that I could be an MC or entertainer. So I had one person who worked with me, who was at the time my mentor. And when we were doing the first big project in City Park Ljubljana, the biggest center of for shopping, we just he gave me the microphone and said, "I'm going to the bathroom and talk. You cannot be quiet because you don't know when the bosses are coming." And I was like, "Oh my god, I never talked in the microphone at all in my life. How can I do that?" The public speaking is number one or number two thing that the people are most afraid of. And to me, it was the scariest thing in that moment. I was like all alone there. People are crossing, and I'm like talking to the microphone, and they said, "Hey, sir, we don't hear you. Can you speak louder?" And I was like, "How can you not hear me?" He said, "No, we can hear you now, but when you talk to the microphone, I don't hear you." And I was like, "Oh my god, really?" And I put the microphone away, and I get comfortable with speaking one on one. In that case, I was comfortable, but on the microphone, I lost my words. I didn't know what to say. So that continued to another event, and another event, and another event, and that guy always did this to me every time we did this. And I said to him, "Why are you doing this to me?" What's He said to me, you will teach how to speak," and he gave me some pointers, but he threw me into the water to swim. And I was really uncomfortable at the time. But when I started to talk a little bit more, that is the skill that I developed through, like, every event. I was better. I was louder. I was always thinking what to say, what not to say, how the people will react to me. Will they accept me? Those are all my thoughts in my head. So happily I got some supporters along the way. So everyone who was there at the event, and when that guy gave me the microphone, they said, "You can do it, come on, entertain us, you're a funny guy, you have a lot of energy." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." And the best thing was when I got that entertainment, like when the music. I one time I had to be dance entertainer, and that point I found out the music is the thing that puts me into the momentum, and I don't think much. And when I got the music on, I just grabbed the microphone and I was like yelling, "Come on, put your hands up!" Dancing with the kids, with their parents, and it was amazing. So
So can I just stop you? I want to ask
yeah,
you one question when you were saying that.
yeah,
So they invited you in this agency to be a, event leader, so to speak up in the events. And then you have this experience of mic, really low
yeah,
voice, no voice, without mic. Why did you
yeah.
go to another event? If was that event so comfortable for you that you say, okay, I want to do this? Or it was because, you were on a payroll and you had to do this because you signed a contract?
No, I did this because I enjoyed the event,
Hmm.
because I was like entertaining people. But the only thing that I didn't like at this event was speaking to the microphone.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
that didn't stop me to
Okay.
go to another event. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
and
just
I
thinking
didn't knew.
about it. Was it the payroll and you gotta keep on doing it because you signed the contract, or it was like, okay, you find yourself, the only thing that was stopping you is microphone.
Yeah,
I
but the
mean,
funny thing,
stopping, yeah.
yeah, yeah, the funny thing about that is, I never asked how much I will get paid. When they called me, you were going to this event and that event. I never asked how much will I be paid.
Mm,
I was just excited. Yay, another event! I will hang out with people. I will know new people. I will work with my friends. So that was, for me, that was great. So that's why I did it.
okay, awesome. And then you
Yeah.
said you went from event to event to event, and then what?
Yeah, I think that my work ethic, I always try to perform better than it was expected from me. So if they say go to that event and do this, we all got emails, and in emails job description, and I did everything that was in the job description. But when I was there, I saw so many things to do, and I connected with people. I reacted to their energy, and I created something special for them, for me, and that environment was amazing, and I enjoyed it in that. So uh, that was one thing that I was always trying to do, being better every time. And if sometimes I wasn't performing very good, I always asked the people who are around me. I said, "Oh my God, I was so bad today. I didn't have the energy, didn't have the mood. I was expecting a lot of me from me, but and I always wanted to, so they can give me feedback, like positive, like feedback, like real feedback, no bullshit feedback. And from that I learned, I took everything into me. I think about it, and next time I didn't do the mistakes I did before. So that
Okay,
was like ongoing mission.
okay. So if we stop here, I mean, we
Yeah,
have pointers, right? So I will just, while you are
yeah,
sharing with us, I will stop you and ask you. So you kind of said, so what was your attitude mindset is for this event? You said one thing is I learn from my mistakes and I go out and I want a real no bullshit feedback, not being, nice to, but give me a feedback so I can improve. Anything else
yes,
about the mindset or attitude you have for this work?
yes. I always, when I was at at work, and I knew that if, let's say, I had, like I usually say, bad hair day, like dark moments. I don't know, you break up with girlfriend, I don't know, somebody tells you bad news and you have to go to work. And that attitude, and combined with my work ethic, was those people who come to me when I'm working, they're not guilty, they're not responsible for my mood, for what's happened to me. And I always, you know think in a way that, in what is the best me to give me to them, if you
Hmm.
understand what I mean.
Yeah.
So how can I perform? in a way because I'm paid, from
Mm,
my employee, and they come with intention of being entertained,
yeah.
and I must perform that.
Mm,
That's my mission. So that's my role, that's my mission, and I took that very seriously and responsibly. And whenever I was working, I always kept that in my mind. So I left my problems away, and I was in the zone those 3, 4, 5 hours I worked, and I connected with people. But to me, it was easy because I loved what I do, and I loved entertainment. I love connecting with people. I love giving them energy to so they can smile and everything. And
but yeah,
it was
let's
easier
stop
to
here.
switch.
I mean, anyway, you said when you get a bad news, you break up with a girlfriend, or for women with men or boyfriends,
Yeah,
and then you are there and you need to entertain, but basically inside you're all set, So
yeah,
what is going on with you internally is being sad, I mean, desperate, something bad happened. You didn't expect that to happen, all these emotions and feelings and body sensations. So was the only thing that you said, okay, I'm being paid for that, people expected that, so I need to perform, and you could leave that behind, or did you do any specific uh, um, exercises to brought yourself to that?
I always do two things. One is I tell everybody who are working with me what happened to me, and with talking, if I'm letting out everything that happened to me, I'm like releasing
Hmm.
bad energy, and then I put myself into the mood with music. That's my jam. Music is like the healing point for me
Okay.
to bring up my energy.
Okay, I think that's a very good pointer for the rest of for everybody who is listening. So what you can do when something is expected of you or you need to perform and you have a bad day or bad news. Mansa 3, by the way, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Uh, okay, so you said that is. So what I hear is basically you can be a master when you are doing what you're loving. It's not that hard for you with these exercises to be present to the moment, right? Because in the moment when
Yeah,
you're with the people, you cannot solve your relationship, you cannot solve your any other problem because you are, on a stage or wherever you are entertaining people, right? So I think
yeah,
that's a very good pointer for everybody. It's like, deal with the things when it's time to deal with the things, and do not overthink it. Like when you're at work, you cannot solve your relationship problems, so there is no need even to think about it. I mean, and it's a good thing also that you said to express yourself, so to share with
yeah,
people, they know they can support you, they can easily, back you up. And basically when you share,
yeah,
you also care for others because they know what's going on with you, and they know that you trust them. And like you said, you release that, you let it all out, and it's not in you are not hooked. It's not in your brain anymore. It's not in your mind, like boggling you all the time, like a worm inside, eating you from the inside out. So okay, cool. So with that attitude, with that mindset, what
yeah.
what happened then? I mean, where did you get the work ethic from? I mean, did you get it from your parents, or or from the teachers, or from grandparents, or from friends, or did you find it out just during? Okay, one more thing maybe for the attitude and mindset. You said being responsible. I think that is a good idea. I mean, good idea. That is a
Yeah,
very good being to be in when you are, fulfilling on a contract, or when you are doing things that you love, that you're actually being responsible about it, and that is to be present in that moment as well. So work
yeah.
ethic, where did you get it from? What is that area?
Uh, Work ethic I get from my parents. My parents were always helping others. They were nice, kind, and I watched that. And they, I think that work ethic you are developing through parents and through people who are you surrounded with. When you observe them, and if somebody do something very good and he's like your role model, and you see, wow, he's doing that, how can he perform like that, you know? And I was always doing like observing the people who I get them as a role model, and I tried to analyze them, because I have an analytic mind, what they do best and why are they doing like that, and what is the thing. And when I get something like responsibility and being kind and performing, and those values, you perform values, and I like also personal contact and giving people energy and supporting them. So I developed this through young years, mid school, high school, primary school. From that you get that.
Okay, and how would you say today this work ethic works for you in the
Very good.
business you're in? Yeah.
Yeah, very good because
How does that perform on the court, out there on the field?
yeah, people knows me as the man of my word. I always do what I say I will do. Even if I fail, I'm not always keeping my words. I'm only human, and but when I broke that promise, I go into the communication and I said, sorry, I miscalculated or something. I just share myself authentically what happened. Um, and being kind, being nice to everyone. This is also my way of doing things. I don't like yelling to persons. I believe that in assertive communication you can achieve great results. You don't need to yell at someone to get the point.
Hmm.
No, I believe that in normal conversation you can achieve a lot more. So communication is important.
So
So yeah,
were you always like that, or did you or did you develop that in time?
mm,
Did you discover that on the field, or since you remember you were like, okay, assertive communication, calm communication is this is it. I know that works and I'm gonna do that. Or were you in times like yelling and arguing and then you looked and have self-reflection and said, okay, that is not bringing me results. There has to be another way.
yeah, I think inside me, I always had these values,
Hmm.
but they were not performed on the court. I had
Okay.
a lot of anger inside me when I was younger, because I thought that the world is unfair, and whenever I got into something that I didn't like, I was like impulsive,
Hmm.
like getting quick temper into angerment. But now I transform that into calmness. So
Hmm.
I'm now calm. Everything that happens to me, I'm calm. I
Okay.
don't react to a thing panically or with drama now, but I used to do that. And I saw that this is not help me in a way to resolve the problem in a good way. Or whenever I got calm and whenever I sleep over what happened the next day, when I was calm, I resolved the problem. So I saw the pattern. It was not like from today to tomorrow. It was like developing this from years to
Hmm.
not one day, but several years. So yes, I think I had everything inside me, but that surroundings. I didn't let myself that to be pointed out in that way, because I thought that if I was kind to anyone, that I will be punished, and
Hmm.
I will be used by
Yeah,
from people.
there is saying in Slovenian, it's like being a good is being poor, like in a way, to transform it
Yeah,
like that. When you are
yeah,
good, then you're poor or being how to say not abused but used by. The people
yeah,
use you
yeah,
and
yeah,
they don't give you back when you're good to them. But yeah, like you said, that's not true. And one other thing, you said when I make a mistake, I go out there, I apologize, and I say
yeah,
what I'm gonna do in the future that doesn't happen again. was that also always there? Because that kind of it goes like, if we really are truly honest to it, it's like ego thing. You made a mistake and then you have to admit it, and that's not easy. I mean, for
Yeah,
for for many people out there, that's not easy. You either go and blame, I don't know, the Jupiter is not in synchronization with the Venus, so I have a headache now and I can't do it. You know what I mean? I mean, we as a
yeah,
people, we have tons of excuses, and I mean, I'm saying that I don't say that that doesn't affect us, but one thing is if it's affecting you, but you always have a choice how you will react to situation. So if you mess up, you can either blame, I don't
yeah,
know, surroundings, or my left hair on my right knee is really hurting, so I cannot be nice to you now because of that. Or so what also, that did you develop that, or were you always like that? Okay, I made a mistake, I go apologize and I say what I'm going to do, and my ego is like, whatever, I don't pay attention to.
yeah.
That was a kind of
Um,
that was
yeah,
okay. You were thinking. I was like, did you get me, or you were?
no, no, no. I get it. I
Okay,
get it.
okay,
I
okay.
was thinking how. No, definitely, definitely, I developed that.
Mhm,
The more depends on the person, you know. I didn't. The most difficult to apologize was to my, I don't know, brother and my parents. You know, that ego is
mhm.
getting me
So
if I
basically, the
didn't do
people you
something.
love the most, the
Yeah,
hardest one
yeah,
to do it. Okay,
yeah.
cool,
Funny
cool.
thing, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. With friends, I was not that harsh. With friends, I was more soft in a way. So yeah, with people that was the closest to me, it was the hardest to apologize and to admit the mistake you made.
mhm,
I always find some excuses. What didn't work? I justified. I was very good at justifying things. Yeah, that didn't happen because that car was so slow, and I'm late because of that. And I
mhm.
didn't took responsibility in that way. But later on, I found out that responsibility and ownership of things you do is one of the most important things in your personal development as a person.
Okay, how does that
So
suit you in a business way? We know you're having a team now, right? So
yeah,
with a team, when you if you, let's say, two scenarios. In one, you mess up, you don't apologize, you yell at the team, make excuses, and stuff like that. So I don't know if you have experiences of you ever being that way, and you're doing now. Okay, I apologize. How does that make a difference with the people on the court? Hey, Slow Jakey.
yeah,
And yeah,
yeah.
Greg. So thank you with the thought. I didn't saw it before. I didn't check the chat. So he totally agree. We learn through failure and hardship. That was
Yeah, definitely,
for the mindset. Yeah. So how does that
definitely.
make a difference, or when you talk to other business people who are not having this approach? What is that causing in the team when you actually, the boss, admits the mistake and apologize and says what he's going to do in the future, that doesn't happen again?
I think that for me, from my point of view, what is going on in our Fun for You team is that they can rely on me. I'm trustful, and when I share myself, they see that I'm not, you know, I do mistakes, and I'm not like a god or something, that I'm not making a mistake because I'm a business owner. I do mistakes all every day. I do mistakes, and
Mm-hmm.
I decide in a wrong way sometimes, and But in a team, that means that the team can relate to you in a way that they cannot relate to you if you are yelling at them.
Mm-hmm.
That is my point of view. If I see that someone is yelling at his co-worker, it's not good for relationships. You cannot deepen the relationship if you are yelling. I think if
Okay.
you are taking responsible. Yeah, are you hearing me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was a saying
Ah,
that
okay.
that I should put the mic closer to the phone. So I don't know. Some people didn't hear me well. But
You.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
hearing. I'm hearing. I'm just checking.
Yeah,
I have this three screens that I'm checking
Studio.
different things so that everything is working
Yeah,
fine. I'm listening. I have this ability. I can do that and listen to you. Don't worry.
yeah, you're superhero.
No.
Um, Marvel. Yeah, that's what I pointed out. I see that. I like your shirts, man. Yeah, to go back to the topic, I think you can get deeper connections with the team,
Mhm.
and they can trust you more. That's it.
Okay.
That's the most important thing. If you take responsibility and if you own things in a way that it's not pointing to them that they're guilty of your mistakes, and you deepen your relationship, and that is essential for having good team culture.
Okay. Awesome. So if you guys who are listening have any questions, just shoot in the chat. Don't be afraid. This is, I mean, it is Twitch.tv, which is actually based on television, but it's actually a television when you can actually interact with us. So it's not like you are watching regular television or cable TV when you cannot interact with the people who are up there. Here you can interact with us. So that is why chat is out there. So if you have any questions, just shoot. Uh,
Yeah,
okay. So next one is, I mean, you wrote down positive mindset, right? But then you said open for
yeah.
opportunities. I mean, tell us more about that. What did this openness for opportunities bring you? You have like from first animation job to do the summer kids camp, graduation trips, GD camp, spring break, fun for you. So what has this open for opportunities brought you in life?
Yeah. Um, when I combined, my work ethic, my attitude, and I was, like I said before, always performing the best in the best way that I can do in that moment, and I was constantly improving myself in a way in working at entertainment and on the MC on the mic, everything. The people spotted me. You never know who is going to see you, because what in entertainment is, you know a lot of people and you don't know who they are.
Hmm.
You can entertain some, I don't know, CEO of one company's kid, and that kid is like, oh my god, this is the best day in my life, he's so funny, and he will come and he will say, who is this guy, and he will see, and when the next time he will do some, I don't know, promotions or brand activations for his company, he will come to me and he will say, I got a lot of attention of people, and they come to me and they say, what's your name, can you give me your number, I would like to use you in my events. But that is one thing that I would like to point also out, is that I never gave my number to them, because I was working for the agency that hired me to work for them. So I always gave the number of that project manager who gave me the job.
Hmm.
And I said to them, this is my name and surname, and you just call them and say that you want me to be at your event. And they will call me and I will make time to work for you,
Hmm.
but I'm working for them.
Okay.
And that is something that I would like to point out also. That is like you do this is something in work ethic.
Yeah, I mean,
Again.
because you could easily, took it like a side job and like, we call it the
Yeah.
black work without contract, or like you could do that totally out of integrity to the agency who actually hired you and
Yeah.
send you to the event. So I think
Yeah.
that is one really good thing. I mean, it's being, how would you say, it's being respectful and honest and not
Hmm.
playing these, we could say, backstabbing games to that agency, right? And saying,
Yeah.
yeah, I did all this on my own so I can go, you know what I mean. So I think that's really good to say out there if you're honest. I mean, it's in today's world, it's not that, how would say, it's not that much honesty out there. I mean, everybody, there's a lot of people who are watching how they can, be other people to
Yeah.
earn more money.
Yeah.
So you did that because you knew that, or you did that because you were afraid to do it on your own? What was the drive there? I mean, because you could do it, right? You could say, okay, this is my name, this
Yeah.
is my number, call me up. I'll come and I'll charge you, and
Yeah,
you'll pay me on with cash, and that's it. No receipt. So yeah.
yeah, I could do that, but I didn't do that because, and I would get more money because they offered me more money. You know,
Hmm.
if I'm working for the agency,
Yeah.
they take some of my share. You know,
Hmm.
but I did that because first I believe in karma, and I
Hmm.
believe that if you do good things to everyone, the good things will come to you. The second one is I respect the ones who gave me the job, and if I didn't get that job, I didn't get a chance to know this person, so I respect that.
Hmm.
And the third thing is that I treat the people like I would like them to treat me.
Hmm.
So that's basically it, and that's why I didn't do it,
Yeah.
even though I got very good offers. And that agency, I could hide from the agency. You know, they
Yeah.
didn't have me on payroll, so
Yeah. You could do that without
yeah,
them ever knowing that you did that.
easy,
Yeah. Yeah.
easy,
Yeah.
easy,
I mean,
no problem at all.
I wanna relate to that here as well. So I opened my self-employment due to that. I the so I this I do these workshops and one-on-one coachings, mentoring for young people, for teenagers, and basically it's through the Rainbow Warrior. I don't know how to say in English, but it's actually an organization, non-profit organization for treating the kids with ADHD and stuff like that. And we have these two programs that I'm running. So then I open self-employment and make a contract with them, but it's never branded, these programs. I could easily just stole them and work on my own without giving share back. And I think that's very important.
Mhm.
So Dejan, who is the owner, he gave me an opportunity, to lead those programs. So even though I went on my own, and even sometimes we go out of communication, and there is not a lot of communication between us. We just know we make a deal, this is it, we run through it. And it's not even on a paper. We have word contract. We don't have paper written contract. We just so much trust each other that what we agreed on is going to be fulfilled. There is no going to be fooling around or exploiting anybody, even though he was warned by people that I might do that, based, I don't know even on based on what, because those people didn't even know me. They were just from their
Mhm.
experience, they being exploited. They were warning him, if he is gonna do that, he will be exploited. And I will just take the projects and run them on my own, and he will never get the share, or the organization will never get the share. Just basically, for me, it's like for you, it doesn't work. I know
Yeah,
that I couldn't be looking myself in the mirror knowing that I took those 20% from the organization who actually gave me or from the man, not even organization, because he basically um, developed all the programs. uh, I wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror and saying, okay, now I get 20 euros or 40 euros or 100 euros more in my pocket, and
yeah,
and what, you know for what, for exploiting a guy who is also working hard to develop these programs, and to give it out there for kids, and to feed his family. It's not, like I said, it's not profit organization. It's like, there are things behind it, I know, and it just doesn't seem fair. I mean, if it would be
yeah,
totally my idea, if it grow up on me, and I would find also the clients on my own without this organization, then I would say, okay, this is mine.
yeah,
This is totally SP. That's it. But if it's run through the organization, it's like, nope, you know. So
yeah,
I think that is a very good value, and maybe that is lacking out there, or we only hear stories where it's lacking, and maybe there is a lot of not a lot of things that are honest and respecting out there. And I want to point it out that I'm really supporting that. And if you ever think about whether going honest or not, go honest, because if not, later it will catch you in the last years of your life when you'll be really old. You will regret things. I worked in the nursing home, so I talked to the older people, to the elders, our elders basically, and
Mm.
most of them, they regret they didn't live their dreams, that they didn't have better relationship, that they weren't honest, that maybe they were doing things that were not appropriate, and they knew they're doing it for a short term, how to say, for a short term satisfaction, but basically all egotistical. So yeah. So I think,
Yeah.
yeah, that is a very good point out there, that you honor the people who give you opportunity with, like you said, you did it. Even though you could go and nobody would ever, like, nobody would come after you. Even this agency probably wouldn't come after you and say, hey, you did that project on your own and you got the connection when you were working with us. They would probably never do that. But I think it's
Yeah.
still very respective, honoring, and in integrity way of dealing with things.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, awesome. So, okay, maybe we can stop there. I mean, you are working with Goran Dragic with his camp, right?
Yeah.
And that is a celebrity. He just did the finals. Yesterday he played
Yeah.
in the finals last game, even though he has like a broken leg. On a way, in a way, really broken. Like, the doctor didn't give him permission to play, and he played. So that says a lot
Yeah.
about his character.
Yeah.
So
He's a fighter.
yeah, what was the opportunity? How it's like to work with him, and yeah, where did that opportunity come from? You said open for opportunities.
Yeah, that came from one before. So when I did that animations in for that agency, one said to me, "Let's go. Come to my that the guy who gave me a microphone, who was my mentor. He said to me one day, go to my summer camp and entertain kids. And I never have been in summer camps, and I never slept in the tent. And I was like, no way, man, I'm not doing this. And but I had my brother beside me, and I told him what opportunity I got, and he said to me, "Come on, man, you go, and when you come back, you will not stop talking about it because I know you. You just don't want to do the first step, but when you do the first step, there is always something good coming out of that." So yeah, that's my brother. He's like
I don't
so
know, but
chill and
it's same
easy.
thing happened for the podcast. I said to him, like, yeah, I don't know, man, you're so skilled. I'm whining a little bit about
Yeah,
that,
you
and
see,
then, and
that's
then,
that's
then we
still in my head.
pulled you through. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you see, but
Let's just
I'm
stop you for a
now
second.
doing it.
So Alpaca is saying in the chat, hi, it is really good and important subject you choose to talk about. Follow your value is so crucial. Well, thank you for the
Yeah,
acknowledgement, and it is. Following your value is crucial. If you have value set in place not to hurt you and anybody around you, I would say depends on the value you have. Not everybody has good value. I mean, good values. Values that actually cause workability around you. Let's call it that way. But yeah,
yeah,
okay. So you have this, I want this is really good because you have this blockage, like first step,
yeah.
like a
Mental,
handbrake on a
mental
car.
block.
Yeah, yeah, mental
Yeah,
handbrake.
yeah, yeah,
Nah, man,
yeah,
that's too much out of my comfort zone. I'm not gonna go through with it. And that is good thing. It's right. We can also go a little bit forward to support system, right? To have around you
yeah,
people that know you, so they can
yeah.
push you out of the comfort zone, right?
Yes,
And that you
that one.
actually allow them to push you out of your comfort zone. I think that is very important. Let's say ability to have, that you allow
Yeah,
people to push out of the comfort zone, and when they say, you
yeah,
trust them. Okay, if they say I'll go, and whatever happens happens. So you
yeah,
went to that summer camp, and then
yeah. I was in that summer camp. I was so in the zone, and I performed so well. I thought that I was like everybody thought that I was doing this for I don't know for ages, but this was my first camp, and um, the kids were so excited by me, so they told parents about me, and that is one thing that always I get word of mouth. This is my way was always word of mouth. You
Mhm.
know, somebody sees something in me, and those kids saw something in me, and they relate to me, and they said to the parents, if I'm not coming next year to the camp, they will not go.
Mhm.
And those parents called that guy, and they say that guy is Matei. I
Mhm.
will just I don't know why I'm not saying his name. Okay, I'm very grateful for his contribution in my for my life. So that Matei, and he called me and he said to me, "What did you do in that summer camp? The kids loves you, and they gave me an ultimatum. If you don't come next year, I will not have any kids in my camp."
Mhm.
I was like, "What? What happened?" And he offered me. You see what happened then? He offered me to share the summer camp with him, so I can took the organizational part and he can took the operational part
Okay.
and split everything 50-50, but it was his camp. So if you go fast forward to today, we just had a new member, Blash. So he's doing that social media and talking with parents. You know, so yeah, that was one thing. And from that opportunity in that summer camp, someone who was tour guide in Palma, he saw me and he said to me, "Man, you must be entertainer at final graduation trips for in high school for high schoolers." And I was like, "I never done this." "Yeah, but you will travel, Barcelona, Greece, Zakynthos, you know." And I said, "Yeah, I like to visit that places because I don't have money to go there." And he said, "Yeah, you will be paid and you will have everything for free, and you everything you just need to do is entertain 50 people on the bus." And I said, 50 people on the bus? No way. Always, metal blockage, you see the pattern. And what he did, I said to him no, like permanently no. And the next day, I was being called from the office of Palmiada, and they said to me, "Can you come to? We heard very good things about you. Can you come and let's see if we can take you in the team?" And I went there and I was like so shaking. What will I say? I didn't know what to say. And from 1 hour meeting, we went to 2 hour meetings. And she said to me, "Okay, next week we have a trip to Barcelona, Lloret de Mar, and Barcelona, and I want you to go for us with us." And I said, "Whoa, I didn't have any introduction into it. I didn't know what to do, nothing." And they said to me, "Oh, you will get some workbook. You can just read animations. You will have one experienced entertainer." And I was like, "What? Why? No." And they said, "Okay, so I will be in the bus with him." "No, no, 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 no. You will have your own bus, like 50 people, 50 youngsters, and the teachers. Oh my God, teachers also, and the tour guide. But your responsibility is to entertain those high schoolers."
So
And I
that
was
you're
like,
animator, basically.
"Yeah, animator, yeah,
Mhm.
entertainer,
Okay.
yeah." So I went there and I was performing very good, and from then I was doing this very in a good way. And from then I came to the opportunity. I came to Goran Dragic camp. Now we are here. My brother was also entertainer, and he also had that thing that he could connect to the people in some way. And he called me one day and said to me, "Hey, I don't have time because I'm having this project. Can you go instead of me to Goran Dragic camp because I don't have time, and I think you are much better entertainer for kids and youngsters than me." And I was like, "Okay." So I get to the meeting with Vanya, and she was excited by me. And yeah, so that's how I got in. But when I got in, I got a lot of responsibility because I was the only one. Okay, I got also Maya, who is still my coworker. I met Maya because of Goran Dragic camp, and Maya is now
Working for you.
leading operational stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the amazing things that happened. And I met Maya on Thursday, no, Friday. And on Saturday, we went to Goran Dragic camp, and I met her because another friend of mine who also cooperated with me at that time said to me that she cannot go to that camp, and but she has a very good friend of hers that she will perform also. And I was like, okay, okay, but let me connect to her because I don't want to work with somebody that I don't know. So we went on Friday to talk, and we connected immediately.
Mm,
And when we came to the Goran Dragic camp to a staff meeting, they all thought that we worked together like several years
mm,
because of our connection. But
yeah.
we just knew each other 2 hours in person
Mm,
and one day.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. And because of that, and this week was amazing. There were seven and not I cannot say entertainers, but we had our
Animators.
own
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
animators like own
Or
groups.
mentors, however you want to call them.
Mentors, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
word I was looking for. Thank you. And I was responsible for 74 kids to entertain them because I was the only one who had mic abilities, and Maya also helped me with entertainment in the other group because we split it. And yeah, from that on, I also performed there. I was doing great. Everybody was, wow, amazing. What an energy. We had a very good time with you. And from Goran Dragic camp, I got the opportunities forward. So
Mm.
it's
But
like
did you have
basically
fun for you
follow
by that time or not?
Goran Dragic. Wait, I must just think when we started that. 214? Yeah. No, no, I didn't have. No, no,
Mm,
no, no.
okay.
I started Fun for You. That was summer, and I started Fun for You in the
Autumn.
how this yeah autumn
Yeah.
October.
Yeah.
So that was June.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
I mean that is really being open to opportunities, right? So your brother
yeah,
said to you again, "Can you go instead of me?" And you can easily say, "Nah, man. You could be like
yeah,
handbraking again." So basically, what you actually are pointing out is, which is really good, is when you're open to new opportunities and you let the handbrakes that we all have down, basically amazing things
mhm,
happen because you go out of your comfort zone, you meet people
yeah,
that you never would meet, you do things that you would never do if you would stay
yeah,
at your home and do what you know like to do, and then you go out there and you like meet people, like even though it's only a person, but let's say it's a star anyway, like Goran Dragic. Then this year I think you did a camp for Marcos Tavares, which is another good
yeah,
sport, I mean soccer player for Maribor, originally from Brasilia. But anyway, I think that is
yeah,
very good pointer out to everybody who wants to do a business, to be open for opportunities, go out of your comfort zone and keep on going out, keep on going on out. And yeah, believe in yourself. That is what I hear from, what you said. And I can also relate to, because when I joined the Rainbow Warriors, that so I
yeah.
joined in December, and in the summer I was leading camp already for them. Like I never lead any camps before, no experience. Like, no, I
You feel
nothing.
me now. You
Yeah,
feel me.
yeah, yeah. I got you, and I have the similar experience how you start animating the group for that. That was
Hmm.
how we actually met last summer. Is I was called by
Yeah,
a friend, hey, would you want to be a tour guide for, to go to Montenegro for this last year high school trip for the graduate? Um, and I said, okay, cool, but I never done this. And she said, yeah, you're responsible, you're a very good guy, you're gonna do fine. And I thought, and then when I come to the meeting, they say all the new tour guides will be with the more experienced tour guides. And then when it
yeah,
comes to me, they just said, this is your bus, you lead it. And I was like,
yeah,
okay, cool. I mean, how hard it can be, it's teenagers,
yeah,
I like
yeah.
to work with
Of
them, so no, not be hard. The only thing I did is I said, give me Jerne Kozan, who was in my talk show in
yeah,
August. I said, give me him for my animator on the bus. I want him. we are both from the Lenska region, and we're gonna take a bus from this region. So give me him." And they said, "Yeah, we don't know." And I said, "No, no, give me him. Do whatever you need to do to give me him." And they put us together on the bus, which was actually awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. But I want to relate to that, right? It's also because I was open there. I got the opportunity to lead actually the camp. I don't know. I led two weeks with 75 people in first week, 35 participants. No, a little less, around 55. First week 55, 7 next week, and that is, the camp for 35 kids of ADHD is one mentor per 4 kids. So you know how many mentors are there then. Then you
Yeah.
have
A lot.
4 people in the kitchen because it's a camp, and it's out there in the wild. So it's a outdoor kitchen. I mean, it's under the tent, but and there is four because you need to cook for that many people, right? And then there is the Dayan who
Mhm.
is leading the camp, me, the organized leader of the camp, and some support staff, and then you have a team for technique, basically for preparing everything else. And then there are guests coming in, you have to welcome them, and all the bills and food, and I did everything first
Mm.
time, and it was just like, yeah, you do it, it's a experience, and being open to it, and just trust in your abilities, I would say. So that is really awesome.
Yeah.
And from that on, major things happen, always can happen, I mean. And even if they don't, what actually drives me, and I would like to give out there to people, is either you try it and fail, but you will never wonder, what if I would try it? So you go out there, you try it,
Yeah.
and then you say. So it's basically, get an experience, and then you choose whether you want to do something or not, instead of thinking about it and wondering, what if I would, la 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 la. Well, you will never know, so stop thinking about it. That would
Yeah.
be what I
Make,
would say. What if? Well, do it or stop thinking about it. You're wasting your energy, and the
yeah.
opportunities are flying by.
My best friend always says to me, "Do or do not. There is no try." He likes to quote Yoda.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I,
It's
I
like,
hate I hated that. No,
yeah,
do or do not. There is no try. I was like, okay, I will try. No try. Do
yeah,
or do not. I
yeah.
said no. I will try, and I will see. No, if you try, you will not. You are not developing winning mindset. Do or do not.
Exactly,
Tight. And
exactly.
I'm like, okay, I will do it. But
Yeah.
you just have to have some people who can kick you in the butt and do. You have in supporting group, you have always the people who support you and the people who get you after your comfort zone. They are not the same people.
Yeah.
you know, there are less people who kick you in the butt and say do it. And for me, you are one of them, and the other one is my best friend Doman. um, other people can they support me,
Mm,
and I you need all of them. You
mm,
need support, you need to feel heard and accepted, and on the other hand, you have to be
mm,
challenged by people who believe in you, who see something in you that you don't see, or you see but you don't want to confront that. And that's it. And if we haven't met each other if you didn't take the opportunity to go that tour guide thing, we never have met,
yeah. Yeah. This
and
wouldn't
this thing
exist. Yeah.
never happened. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the point. You took the opportunity, I also took the opportunity. I also didn't want to go to that because I was like, I don't want to do this anymore because I have other stuff. But that Mitya was
Yeah.
over there, and I said, okay, I will do it for you because I like you and I have some good connection with him and I respect him. And I said, I will do it just for you, and because I still like doing that. But in my head, I was like, okay, I'm too old for this. But it turns out that I am not. I'm not too old for entertaining youngsters, and yeah, and
Yeah.
we met.
Yeah. And I think one point you said before is, yeah, do it or do not, don't try. And
Yeah.
there is a thing when people say to me, I'll try. I give them like a pen, right? So you put a pen.
Mhm.
Imagine my hand is a table now, anyway, and I say, try to pick up a pen, and they go and they do this. I said, no, you picked up a pen. Put it
Yeah.
back down. Try to pick up a pen. And they
Oh,
go,
yeah.
and you try. And if they
Yeah,
touch it, I
yeah.
said, no, 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 you touched it. I didn't say touch the pen. I said, try to pick up the pen. And then I'm like, do you get it? So by trying, nothing happens. So it's either you pick
Amazing.
up you
Yeah.
pick up the pen or you don't pick up the pen. Trying, it's already an excuse in case you will fail. It's like I tried, you know. Don't please don't say I'm a bad boy. I tried. I did my best. Well, okay, cool. I get that. But we all know by trying you didn't do it. And it doesn't matter when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
pick up a pen, if it falls down, it falls down, but you picked up a pen. When you're trying, you're
yeah,
approaching different angles, you're wasting time, energy, and whatever everything,
yeah,
even resources, because time is money and stuff like that. So, yeah.
yeah.
Brexos86 is now hosting my stream with one viewer. Thank you, Brexos. Appreciate it. So, that is my point. So maybe you guys can take that when you think about, or when you say I'm trying, just remember that, yeah, you're trying to pick up the pen. Nothing will happen from that.
I remember that because
Yeah.
I'm still in my head every time I want to do something new. I'm still in my head, but now I have support system that I call you, I call Doman, I
Mm,
call everyone, and they say, "Come on, dude, stop over analyzing, stop overthinking, just do it." And then I
exactly.
go for it. Yeah, and that's the support system that you still need in your life, and to support with those who really support you, who believe in you. And even if I don't know, if, in my case, my parents didn't support me in my way. They thought that I'm just fooling around. That I just had to get steady job and
Yeah, get a
um,
real job, man.
real job. Yeah, get a real job. Stop fooling around. And when I was doing Goran Dragic camp, I still haven't got in mind that I will have fun for you. And that was 4 months later.
Mhm.
That's amazing. But when I got that many opportunities that summer, and everybody said to me, "Okay, do you know entertainers? Do you have I don't know, do you know people?" And I said, "Yes. Can we pay them? Because of from you?" And I said, "I don't have company. You know, I'm just doing my from my student job.
Mhm.
And they said to me, okay. Too bad. If you had a company, we could give you a lot much more money. Because if you organize
Yeah.
people to work for us." And I said, "Damn, okay." But and then I started to research and to think, okay, it would be good if I open in Slovenia is like SP, and I can work on myself, and I don't have to be anymore on student, and and in September I finished the student years,
Mhm.
and I couldn't work in student. How do you say that?
Student work, yeah.
Um, Student work. So I have been put into a situation, go work for some
Somebody
company,
else. Yep.
yeah, or start your own company and try to survive. So
Right.
I was like, basically, that was my decision in start of September, and I was thinking about, oh my god, so if I start my own company, I have 400 euros immediately to pay, even before I
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
And when I don't have any open projects, so I first have to work to get 400 euros,
Mm.
and then if I get something more, that's my money, maybe,
Mm.
if I have lucky. But in that case, that's difficult for most of the people, and that was scary thought. But on the other hand, I didn't found a team or a company that I would like to work for them, because for me the most important thing in a company is relationships, and that is my um, basic for me, team culture.
Mm.
and supportive system inside of the company. And and I cannot be I cannot work for anyone who just give me the to-dos and I just have to do the to-dos. I
Okay.
like to think out of the box. And then I decided, okay, I will go to to start an SP, my own company. And I went to education how to be, how to start your company. 1 month it took me. So if I did that 1 month education, I could get 5,000 euros of support that the country gave me. But funny thing, I did that and I had to open the company. And they said to me, okay, you just sign that contract, okay, and you will be paid 5,000 euros in 120 days. So February was the month that I got the money. So basically, I started from zero and I was like, okay, this is October. In November, I have to pay costs of the company. What now? And that was whoa. And I started to think, okay, let me use my connections. Let's go. I'm experienced.
Mm-hmm.
I was 27 over in that point, and I said, okay, so first client was, I think that he gave me the job because he knew that he will support me, because I think they saw that I'm newer, and he gave me 100 euro more than I expected to give me. I said to him, okay, I will take for this animation 200 euros, and he said to me, okay, let's make it 300. Okay, and am I your first one? Yes, he said. I said yes, and he said, okay, very good. And from there, yeah, 300 euros. So I was like, from one event, I just paid my expenses, and that was amazing. And from that on,
Okay.
it went only sky high.
Okay. We got a question from Alpaca, and we will cover it just in a bit. Stay with us. Um,
Mhm.
so maybe a quick point, and then we wrap it up the official part of the podcast, and then we go on all the questions and debate out of it. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
and we will answer your question then, Alpaca. And thank you for saying that. Uh, so skills, developing and upgrading. So what would you say about that in you have 2 minutes? So that we then wrap up the official part of the podcast. Okay.
Okay, 2 minutes. No pressure at all. Okay. For skills, I think that if I was doing the entertainment, the skills that I need to develop was public speaking, getting comfortable with speaking on the microphone, having some good games in my head. I had to perform that kind of stuff. Um, I had to get my organizational skills better than I had over there. I have to build some, how do I say, other skills that supported me to be better entertainer, animator, performer, you know. And the skills that I'm developing now are leadership skills and communication skills and marketing skills and sales skills. Everything that supports me as a leader of the team, that so that we can be successful. So I know I just have to have like wide angle of everything, and I don't need, in my case, I don't need to perform in every skill to be the best one, but I need to understand everything,
All the
so
areas.
I can develop the team, and I can surround the team with who are better in their area of me.
Mm,
The main skill of me for me is now leadership skill. Back then, that was MC, like microphone,
mm.
speaking to the microphone and performing. Those two skills, yeah. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. I think if you wrap
And
it
I,
up,
yeah,
so to say about from hobby to business, right? So I would
yeah,
say the very important, like we just go by the topics or the pointers that you gave. So one is attitude, which is basically what your mindset
Yeah.
is about, being open-minded, open for opportunities, being out there with the people, trust in yourself, and do what you love. Then it's a work ethic, which is
Yeah.
basically work with integrity,
Yeah.
responsibility, be honest, and don't cheat and you stuff like that. You said I believe in
Okay.
karma, do good, do bad,
Yeah.
and then if we go, but like we said it, skills, so that you're in constant learning and improving yourself in what you're doing.
Yes. Yes.
So you said right now I'm the leader, I have that many employees, so I need to develop leadership skill, mindset, broader, need to know the areas, but I don't need to be the best in those areas. That's why the people who are employed, it's basically their job, their
Yeah.
responsibility. I think
Yeah.
one very good thing you said, being in integrity with your employees. So basically, when you make a mistake, you admit a mistake, that you're not God or
Mhm.
demigod. You're only human who, well, makes mistakes, and you apologize. And with the team, you make new things that you can do to that not happen again. And the other thing is that you have a support system. So basically, that you surround yourself, find people who believe in you in what
Mhm.
you're doing, and that they support you and push you out of your comfort zone. And yeah, to people who give you negative talk, uh, you can like not talk with them, but if that are your parents or close one, which often are because
Mhm.
they're afraid, or they have certain mindset that that is not a real job, like in your case,
Mhm.
that you just take, okay, that's my parents, they love me, they're worried, and
Yeah.
their mindset is the way it is. So okay, I might talk to them about them or not, but I have here friends and people who believe in me, business partners, so I'll go with that. And okay, to wrap it up, what would you advise to your young self? And then give out the weekly challenge, and then we answer your question, Alpaca.
Okay. Uh, if I go 10, 15 years back, I will advise myself to get a mentor. That's the first thing, because mentor will point you right in direction, and that you can achieve greater results better because they have experience that you don't have at the moment. But if they are experienced, they could lead you to the way. And the good mentor is that who is leading you, not showing you the way and not doing the way from you. You know
Mm,
that they have to give you the experience, that you must give yourself that experience, not them to
mm,
take that away from you. The second one is to surround yourself with positive peer group, so friends, I don't know, colleagues, co-workers, everyone who believes in you, who are constantly talking about improving, because if you are connecting with those kind of people, you will always have the talk of positivity, of how do you say, discoveries and opportunities. And that's a good for you, for your mindset, because when you develop the positive mindset, you will go, wow, okay, this is you will see the solutions, not the problems, when you have the problems, you know. And the third one is self education. I think if I go back to my 20s, I would spend every money that I have saved to self education, because knowledge is the one thing that nobody could take away from you. And with knowledge, you get better in every area, and you can perform better, and you just go from this point to that point quickly, you know. And experience you will get in later years will be so beneficial to you. So that's the three things that I would recommend to myself, younger self.
okay, awesome. And now, yeah, let's. What we always do in the end of podcast, and we'll keep on doing that, is give you guys a weekly challenge. So yeah, whether you do it or not, it's up to you. But we want to give
Yeah.
you something that we did, or or
Mhm.
we know that might work for you. So yeah, shoot.
Okay. So weekly challenge is like this: take a list of paper and write all the things that makes you happy. Okay, so all the things that makes you happy, and then circle top three things. three things that makes you super happy. You know, you have 10 things that makes you happy, but top three that makes you super happy. And then on the other side, create a list of things that you are good in this moment. You know, that's important also. And then circle top three that you're very good. I don't know if you're good in organization, if you're good in speaking, if you're good in, I don't know, I mean, entertaining. Not, no, no, doesn't matter what you're good at. Everyone is good at least one thing. I believe in that. And then imagine how would life look would look like if you could develop those skills to another level and combined with that something that makes you happy, and then you can find something that you can do for a business. And I think that's it. But and then make a list of actions. I forgot that, of actions. What can you do? I don't know. First, research. Just to point the example, research in that area. Who is doing in this area? Who are leaders in that area? You know, and then you just follow them. What are they doing? And then you just check what can you do to do something different, or what are they not doing. If they are not doing something that you missed from them, that is your business opportunity. That's your core essence for starting a business. That's it, I think.
Awesome.
So if
Yeah.
you have something to add up.
Yeah, I mean, I can add that we're
Yeah,
doing that because we really stand that you guys who are listening, live the life you love and do things that you
yeah,
want to love and actually prosper from it. And that is why do the things that make you happy, do the list that you're really good at, and then imagine, like, you go out there and dream. We had Dennis Porche Chorchip as our guest, and he said he's saying to all his clients, dream, dream, dream. So dream about if you could combine things that make you happy with things that you're good at, what would be the business or job or, I don't know, whatever that you would be doing. And then, like Alex said, when you're thinking and imagining that, our mind is set that we immediately at least come up with 10 actions that we can do to
mhm,
fulfill on that. And our request here is that maybe you do one action every week, and let's see where you will be in 56 weeks, so 1 year from now. If you
yeah,
do one action in going into the direction of what makes you happy and you're good at, combine that and see as your business, one action per week. It doesn't need to be, 8 hours per day, 9 hours per day, 10 hours per day. One action per week. It can only take
yeah,
you 1 minute, but do one action per week and let's see where that will get you. So Mansa is saying awesome, Matzo. Christina is saying hi. Brax is saying thank you for finding and doing my passion, by the way.
yeah.
Uh,
Thank you, Mansa.
that, yeah, cool. Thank you guys. So this is it. The official part is now over.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for watching. We now go to the debate because this is stream. And we want to spend time with you guys. We're just doing that, so we will probably Robbie will wrap it up in a 1 hour, make an audio. We will then upload it somewhere in time and stuff like that, so that we
yeah,
have like that combined. So okay, we have a long question and basically, how to say, a confession or, what they're dealing with from Alpaca. So Alpaca said, we have one challenge. Me and our group are still on the financial beginning. We're an amazing team, very ambitious, sparkling, and connected. But we don't have good financial income currently. We are still very motivated, but I'm noticing how important it is to get customers and earn some money. Just today we noticed that we have many strong points, but we don't have person in our team who is good at sales, who will find customers. What do you suggest? Sometimes it still seems like hobby what we are doing, even though we want to make real dream job.
mhm,
Uh, so what I would say is start treating it as a business, like a real serious business. Like this is it. This is it. You find the business and there is nothing else to do. And a great thing is that you look into what is missing. So basically, you have many strong points, but you call it like it is, suck at sales, And if you suck at something, if you are not good at something, what you can do is like Alex said here before, he went and he went to the seminars and he is now as a leader still uh, leveling up his sales, how he will do sales to get more companies, especially in these times when there is COVID. Basically he has all the things live. So that would be one. And also see how money appears to you. I would say that is very important thing in business. So what is your attitude towards money? Is like you see, okay, we have this, maybe money is good, money is bad, money is materialistic, money is blah blah blah, whatever your story about money is. It's probably what is also stopping the income, because you do actions in terms that you will have the reasons to say that is true, my story about money is true. uh, and I always ask one question: what if it's not? you know so I've been the one, maybe to talk about that, I've been the one, it's called communication course, where actually the leader said that many people don't know that the one Greek goddess, who is actually a goddess of love, at the same time is also god for money. So, she said money is love, love is money, in a way of, you know, if you do something that you really love, there will be an income if you will be like open to that and not see money as something bad. So, and if you give out money, is actually in a way in these days is also that you give out love. It's also like the streams work. If we are like that here, it's like how it's the best thing to support streamers here is that you subscribe, that you donate. That means that you support their work, and that is how you show your love. Besides coming here, chat with them, you get our response back. That is my dream. My dream is that I would be a full-time streamer, that I can actually live from it. And I also have a story about money. So, it's that. So maybe it's Alex, what you want to add, They notice that they don't have
Yeah,
salesperson. What do you suggest beside
yeah,
what I said?
yeah. Um, First of all, the salesperson is not born; it's made. That's the first thing that I would like to add. And what I learned from my experience is that the first salesperson is the owner of the company, even though if he doesn't like to admit it, I didn't like to admit that also, because I didn't like sales, because I thought that I don't know, selling to someone is like fooling them around, like I didn't have good thinking about selling.
Yeah,
But
let's go into that, okay? You didn't
yeah,
have good thinking about selling. Why? Because you didn't believe in project, you didn't believe in the product, or
no, I
was
didn't
it
believe.
like, if I have a good product, but if I put it out there and I ask money for it, I will actually, how to say, exploit, or, it will be fake, or I will, I don't know how to say, people will pay for something that they will actually not get. You know what I mean? It's oh man, when you like in a way cheat a customer. So you offer a product, they give you
Yeah,
money, and they don't get what they actually paid for. So what is your blockage? What was your blockage?
my blockage was just I was afraid of talking with the customer, and that the first, like everybody, like everything that happened to me, I didn't want to start the conversation,
Hmm.
and when I get in the mood of selling, I say, I just tricked myself that I'm advising them how to have a great event.
Mm.
So I was passionate. I just went from blockage to passion, and my passion was to make a great event, and my goal was to make a great event. So I just talked to them in a way, just imagine, this here and this prop here, and an entertainer will say this and this and this, and I take them on a ride, on a journey. And that's why, and this is one of the things that you can do in a way. If you don't like the word sales, you can go, I'm advising you, like that worked for me. I was like putting myself into the position of advisor, so I put the pressure of selling, and I didn't have any expectation if I will sell or no, because when I advise something to somebody, I always have a good energy,
Mm-hmm.
because I think I'm not selling them,
Mm.
but now I know that if I always sell, you are selling every day, every time.
We are
The
selling
second.
us to you guys now. If you didn't know that, that it's one way
Yeah,
of. I
yeah,
mean, it's selling. We are selling
yeah,
it us to you
yeah,
now. So you know.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. The second thing that I would like to point out is, if you have in a team, I think for me the good sell guy is one who have a great human interaction, or good, who can make a good contact, who is like have energy, who is outgoing, who is not shy, who is talkative. But not everyone who's talkative is good seller, because you have to have knowledge also. That knowledge gives you then authority to be in one perspective,
Okay,
so
but
finding.
maybe
Yeah,
okay. Just if we stay on the topic, what do you suggest to this specific, so to
yeah,
podcast
if they
team?
have some if they have somebody in the team who is talkative, who knows what they are doing, who knows what their passion, who knows what their strengths, I think this is the guy or the girl who can be pointed out in direction of, I don't know, studying selling, like watching podcasts, watching videos, reading books of selling, and to educate herself, and to go in the field, and to talk with the customer.
Mm. So yeah,
And that's one thing. Yeah,
okay.
if the owner is, I don't know, if the owner is shy or non-talkative, he can do something with that, with your team.
Yeah.
You can always see the sell guy. He's the most energetic, most, hello, all eyes on me.
Mhm.
I'm going to point something out. I'm going to tell you what are we doing. And he will be passionate about it. And I think every team has one one person who is good at selling, who, I think, they don't know it yet, but they can develop a skill of sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are not born with sales skills.
Nah, I think
I saw.
I think
Yeah.
it's the other way around. To be honest,
How?
we are
Tell.
born with the skills of sales. As
Okay.
if you look at little kids, they will you will buy anything from
Okay.
them. Do you get it?
Okay. Okay.
You will buy anything
Yeah.
from them. I mean, to a
Yeah.
little kid, if he will come, I made this and I want €2 for it, you will give it, even if it's your last €2, right? Pro,
Yeah.
let's call it. Imagine that. But I think it's like and then through time, when you start losing confidence in what you're doing, in yourself, I think one thing here is um, that you really believe in the product that you did, or or the service. Let's call it the product. It's one thing, we know all this. Like if you're a hairdresser, your product is to make a good hairdresses. That's it, to make a good haircuts, and
Yeah.
that's your product. But
Yeah.
you know one thing is, and that you really believe in it, and that you are proud of that. I think that is one thing that's usually missing when you go
Yeah.
out there and talk about it, is because you're not proud of that. You think it's not worth it, but you don't think that the product is not worth it. If we really look deep into
Yeah.
it, is you think you are not worth it. So basically the money
Yeah.
that you're getting now, and that's like I'm coaching myself as well now, to be honest. It's like the money you're
Yeah.
earning
I
now,
know. Yeah.
whatever it is, it's the money you think you're worth it in this world.
Yeah.
So, first thing is to get to know what you're worth it, then look what skills you're missing to actually put it out there, and then go and develop and push yourself out of comfort zone. Go out there, talk, and sell yourself. One thing, there was a couple of comments. So no drama llama, no problem, no
Yeah.
problemo said. Hi guys, thank you for sharing your experience. That's just golden. I hope many people hear what you have to say. Thank you for that comment. No
Thank you.
drama llama, no problemos. I like your name. So
Yeah, I
Christina,
like that. I like that, Nick. I like that.
Christina said it's better
Yeah.
to be a good listener, not to talk too much. We should more listen, don't we? I would
Yeah.
say yeah. When you go out there
Yeah.
and you sail, you go like you can also start with the question, what you're dealing with, uh, you know, to find the questions like, to connect with the customer and then to listen what they're dealing with and then talking to that listening, so how can your product support whatever they're going through, if it can support. If it cannot support, it's the only honest thing to say, hey, I got it, our product will not support that, but I know a person who can support you with that. So what you will get that by is a good name. You're not somebody who came there to only get the money no matter what. And people respect that in a long term, that will pay off. So I would say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
If I
more
can add something.
and asking appropriate questions, you said, except. So Braxo
Yeah.
said GG to what we are saying. Yeah, Ed.
Yeah. Yeah. If I can add to Christina's comment, I when I was starting my company, I was thinking that if I was talking more than a customer, I will get the deal. But I was talking, and I didn't listen. And everybody said to me, "Good salesmen are good listeners,
Mm,
and they hear the problems that they are saying to you, but you must listen. Everybody listen to respond, but you must hear them. And when you get the ability to hear what they really say, what do they have behind their head in their context, then you can relate to that problem. And now how I do this now, if I can share, is I go
no,
to
you
the
can't.
meeting.
You are
No,
not
I
here
can't.
to share.
Okay.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
hear that. So stop.
Yeah. Thank you. I go to a meeting, and then I ask questions, and then I listen to them really carefully, and then I try to spot that thing that they want to solve the most. And in my head, I get the thing that I will point out from our portfolio, what our product can do for them. And when I relate with the problem with my solution, then it's a match. That's how I do now with
Yeah.
set of questions. But questions are, I cannot say what kind of questions are they, because I just do this like
Yeah, it's
in
out there on the
spontaneous way. I
field.
go there and first have try to make, yeah, it's I try to make the contact. I don't think too much, because in the beginning I was like preparing my meeting in every question that I wrote, and then I came to the meeting with my notes,
Book.
and then
Yeah.
I said, okay, what do you think about that, how you think? And it was like, oh my god, I was so in stress, I didn't hear, and I talk, but now I just have empty piece of paper, so I can write what they say to me. If
Mm,
they say, I don't know, 80% they are talking, 20% I'm talking now.
yeah. I
And
think that is
yeah,
a very good point, and it's a very good point. Why? Because hey, Karina. So why is that a very good point? Is because we human beings think when we hear the word communication is talking, when actually it's the other way around. Communication is 90% listening, 10% talking. So the same thing goes. What I want to say is we cannot give you guys how to, you know. We say then we would name our podcast how to
yeah,
do this, that, and that. I
yeah,
mean, I what I can say to you is because we changed the electricity stuff with my cousins in our apartment, I can talk to you how to change that, and then I will give you do this. But
mm,
that's operational stuff. It's not human being stuff. It's not something that is
mm,
out their life. So we really don't want you to give how to, because what we also do with how to would be we would take the experience and the discovery that you would make from you, and then it wouldn't be unique. You would be something that Alex is doing. You would be something that Mr. JP is doing. You would be something that, I don't know, the best salesman in the world is doing. But you gotta find your unique way of doing it. It needs to come from your natural self-expression. So, and that is by believing in yourself. So listening to others and then speaking into their listening, which is sometimes a strange term. We are not used to that. Speak into the listening of others, and you go
Mhm.
like, what does that mean? You know, and that means if you
Yeah.
really listen to the customer, you will hear what they want. Let's say in Alex's case, what they want from the event, what do they desire, how do they think that will support them, and then you can talk into that and say, okay, that is very good. We can offer you that, and we think that maybe this would better support you if we do this like that by our experience and stuff like that. And that is talking into their listening when you're actually more concerned about what they're dealing with than how you will sell your product. I
Mhm.
mean, you can always adjust or improve or upgrade your product. Doesn't need to be condensed. Like I can share it here. I'm really passionate about the stream that we're having now on this channel. So I was like, first, what can I do? I started a year ago with a thing of, okay, I do these workshops and I want to do that online, answer the questions online. So I was come here and I was reading the question I was getting and I was talking into it, and it was quite successful. Then I went out of time, stopped doing it, come back with streaming with the gaming, and then I saw that is not the only thing I want to do here. I mean, I love gaming, but not, you know, I know that I can also give something to the people. So I was keep on what I can do. And I came up with Alex here. He supported me then. We came up with talk shows. Then we have one talk show per week. And then I enroll people into it. Okay, that would be a good thing if we upgrade the graphic, if you have video on YouTube. And I didn't know. It was just all in my mind, and I was talking to people. And that's how Robbie came by. That's how Rock came by. I met him at the seminar. Robbie's high school mate from, I mean, not grammar school mate. We know each other for a long time. Alex here I met last year. Then Karina who is also here, said before hi. She is helping me with the social media posts. Then I have Mots, my brother, and Assassino and Gogi, who are advising me, supporting me, cutting the videos and stuff like that because I'm more busy. And then I came out, okay, we need to go in English because it's international. So that is how you develop the ideas, what you will
Mhm.
offer to the people. I could have it small just in Slovenian, and that's a 2 million market, not even because we know all the people in Slovenia doesn't speak Slovenian or understand Slovenian, so it's a little less. And then, small market, so that's why we go into English. And let's say I'm relatively fluid in English, and Alex here is really trying. That is totally out of his comfort zone, and so I really acknowledge you for that. So but that's how
Yeah.
how things are going.
Thanks.
So you can upgrade your product. I mean, that's what I want to say. I came from one thing, so now I have talk shows in Slovenian, in English. We have podcasts. We have gaming tournaments, Call of Duty. I'm talking about to other streamers, small streamers that we connect, that we can actually have more people for podcasts, so and also some girls in, so it's not only two guys talking. So then we can broaden the spectrum, connect, and connection, sharing is caring. In that moment, I think I would also like to point out, sharing is caring is not when you have a chocolate bar and then you share with another person. I mean, that is a scary sharing, especially when we were kids, that was scary sharing. It's like you just got a whole chocolate and say you need to share with others. I mean, okay, sharing is not good. If I share chocolate, I have less chocolate. So when we go out and say, okay, share with people what's going on with you. No, if I share with people my happiness, I will have less happiness. That's behind. It's like from how we were raised. So sharing is caring is actually this. When you give out experience and support the people. Uh, I don't know. I just blabbered here for a while. Anyway, Christina said the biggest sales myth: sales is for extroverts, but confidence is important as well. Yeah, It is. Sales is for extroverts. I mean, we just had that last time, I think. We were like talking about introverts, extroverts exist only because you are saying you're an introvert or extrovert. Not everybody is comfortable talking to other people, but basically, probably from the experience, because you talk to other people and you get an unpleasant experience. It's like no child is born introvert. It's like not possible. If you go into kindergarten, show me 1 2 year old who is introvert. You won't see it. There is no introverts when 2 year olds or 1 year olds, they all run around. They all are self expressed. They all do whatever they want to do, all over the place. You become introvert through the experiences of life, or extrovert through the experiences
Mhm.
of life. So, and then we are all in that, sales is for that people, for that people. No, I mean, how many of you are in a relationship? If you're in a relationship, you sold yourself to that person, whether you like that term or not, but you did, and you did that successfully. I mean, I sold myself to Ursha so well that she's my wife now, and that, we have a child now together. You know, that's how well I sold myself, like a long-term sales. So that's what I meant. So if an introvert can be in a relationship, then he can sell. Otherwise, all the introverts would be lonely. I mean, alone for the rest of your life. Karina, when we are singing in the shower, no one is introverted. Exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
but nobody is listening. I mean, you think nobody is listening. Probably the neighbors and random people walking past if you're living in the lower apartments or
but
whatever.
she doesn't know that.
Yeah, but you don't know, so you're being all self-expressing. Yeah, good point. So so yeah, if we go back to alpaca, I would just say you guys, you know, just like Christina said, confidence is important. Yeah, it is. And confidence comes from when you put yourself and you believe in yourself and in what you're doing. If you think you're good, you keep on doing it. And then there's also consistency. That's my biggest problem is I just had today, so I have a friend her name is Jiva, who is actually coaching me and stuff. And the thing is, my thing is that I'm lazy. And I just admit that to Alex, and he said, "Yeah, I know, man. You didn't say it
Oh,
with these words, but I know it. You're lazy, and I am. That I'm being lazy. I would do my work ethic is postpone, 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 because I think there is so much thing, and there will be so many hours to put in the work. And then when I go to do it, I do it in 15 minutes, 1 hour, and I'm like, oh, this is it. It's like I don't need to do anything else. This is it, and you get the results. So I'll be yeah. We all know Karina knows.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But we still love you, man.
yeah. I mean that's awesome. So, but how I connected this the laziness. I connected with that I'm being a bad man. That is not a good thing. That stuff like that, and that is getting me hooked by that. I'm not being okay with it, and that is why I'm so Jiva gave me the task this week until Friday. I keep on. So I will uh, read it to you guys because I wrote it down. So what is actually going on with me is I'm always already lazy to happen. So no matter what I do in life, there is always already lazy to happen out there. So that is what I need to be responsible with myself. And she gave me a task that this week I need to be 10 times more lazy and researching or basically observing what are the stories that I add up to the laziness. So what does the laziness mean for you, or how I see myself when I'm lazy? What extra do I add on? Because one thing is I'm being lazy, it's like I'm being happy, I'm being mad, I'm being jealous, I'm being, excited. It's just a way of being, and then I add on stories about it. So that is yeah. I just share what I'm discovering. It's a whole pattern. It's already out there in my life. I do everything with the minimum effort to maximum profit. and and what I want to say to you guys is, I start this project with this stream, and I'm with talk shows we're booked for almost until end of the year. Only December and one Sunday in November is still free. We are like having podcasts every Monday with Alex, you know. But my mind, I want
Yeah.
to shut it down every day. Honestly, I believe in this. I like doing that, but it's not going so fast with the velocity of viewers and followers and all the things the stream is offering to the streamer and the community. I want to shut it down every day. It's like every day I'm not gonna do this anymore. It's I did it. I had great results. There were 70 people watching. There was 20 people watching one stream. It's awesome, uh, but it's like the same thing for the alpaca team. I would say you guys have a great product. You have it, and you're stuck with the sales thing. So just go out there and educate yourself, get better at sales, get confident, believe in it, and you will get going. Just like for me, is the consistency and discipline of doing things. I'm not. If there is a single person who is not consistent in this planet, I would be in the front row of that. It's like the probably one of the things. But you gotta own who you are and who you are being by, let's say, by default, and then who you want to be for the world. Um,
Yeah.
so Christina said there is no such a thing as laziness. There is just lack of energy. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it's not in laziness that I have lack of energy, because in my laziness I can still game 12 hours per day, you know? So I can play PC games for 12 hours per day in my laziness, being lazy. It's
Yeah, but
simple.
you like to play games.
Yeah,
That's different.
yeah,
Yeah, you have
but
a then you are not lazy.
well, that's the thing. What laziness is then? You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, yeah. What
but my
laziness? Yeah.
response would be if you would ask me, hey, Erne, so, would you, I don't know, when Jiva said to me, be 10 times more lazy and research the stories, my immediate response was, I'm not doing that. I'm not up to it. I'm so tired of thinking about it. you know. So that's it. And yeah, but I'm just discovering that. I will share more with you guys in the following streams. But yeah, so Karina said, ha ha ha, I do the same. I have progress in my dance classes and I was just thinking about quitting. Yeah. yeah, I mean, we are we think we are so different, but in certain things we are not. Like also Alexander,
Yeah,
Alex
I can
here is
feel
here.
Karina also because when I started to dance salsa,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, say it, say it.
Yeah, it's something break the connection. I feel Karina also because when I started to do salsa, Cuban salsa, in the beginning I was so bad at it, but I was doing the progress, but the progress was too slow for my head, and I was also I'm not doing this. I'm so bad at this. Everybody are better dancers than me, but I didn't stop, and I did it, and that was something that I say into my mind, but I keep consistently dancing, and I was being in the court, like you say. And 2 years now, I'm just performing very good. I'm a very good Cuban salsa dancer, and now I'm enjoying the dance. And Christina, message to you: don't quit, just dance, 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 and you will see in 3 to 4 months you will be a much better dancer, and you will enjoy it. Trust me, I went that way.
Okay, Braxos also said the comfort zone is a bitch, and Christina said agree with you,
Yeah,
Braxos. It's a bullshit, and he said
yeah,
that too.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, comfort zone is comfort zone, but in the end, I mean, you can be in comfort zone or you can be alive. Basically, comfort zone is surviving life, and if you don't want to survive life, you want to live life, you got
Mhm.
to do things that are out of our comfort zone. So, yeah. So Karina said, I'm doing quite well and I'm afraid this is my highest point. What if everyone will be better from now on? Well, yeah, what if everyone will be better? What does that mean about you? Well, you know, I go by the question, what does
Yeah,
that mean?
but there is.
What does that mean about you? And what will happen if everybody is gonna be better than you? Or they will, you know, are you gonna I always got this question because this is a question of matter of let's call it our ego or identity, how you call it. It's threatening to our basic system, you know. I'm learning dancing,
Mhm.
I'm doing good. It's not going fast as I want it to be. I'm not there where I want it to be. And what if everybody else will be better than me? And I just stop at one point. And there is two hookups. There is basically two pitfalls that you have. One is you're comparing yourself to others and think that you're not competing in dancing. I mean, I was competitive dancer. That is something else. You work hard every day to be better technique, better doing that because end of the week there's a competition and you will be judged by others and put in the places, by the judges. But if you are doing dancing like you guys are doing it, there is no competition. So,
Mhm.
stop competing with others, stop comparing yourself with others. And the other thing, but how our ego is seeing that is like that's a debt that like you will die if you stop and everybody else will be better. You will die. That means that you're a piece of shit, garbage, bad, suck, whatever you want to call it. And that's just not it. It's not true. It's bullshit. So I often go to the people who are going with that. I said, okay, what if everybody else will be better than you? Are you gonna die? And they say no. Then I'm like, okay, cool. you know, it's life threatening. It's not. So just do it. So Braxa said, yeah, you usually imagine fast results and you fall out of it. But for me, mostly laziness is basically a sign I'm not interested in that particular work. It could also be, it could also be that. It could also be that, you don't have strong why, you don't have a context for it. And yeah, then just find the why, For me, but sometimes I work with one leader who knows working out is good for his body because he is having meetings 10 hours per day because he is in a really supporting whatever company, right? But he gave word to his team that he will work out, and then he was researching, himself. He was like self-reflecting. Why he doesn't like it? What should he do about it? And then his wife, who is also a very highly trained leader, said to him, "Look, what is just by the default you don't like to work out? That's it. You don't like to work out. But then you have a choice whether you will do it and do something good for your body because your body that's good for your body to support you on a long term or not. So maybe sometimes it's all matter of your word. You say you're gonna do it and you're gonna do it. I have in the past strong why I want to work out because I want to look good. I want to add 10 kilos, stuff like that. And now I don't. And now the only why I'm doing it because I'm sitting a lot in front of the computer doing streams, talking with the team, and I just do it. I start doing it again because my body needs that, so that I don't have these all extra pains. So you just need to find yourself a why. And if there is no why, don't do it. You don't need to do anything in life. It's all up to you. That there's something wrong with me, yeah. I mean, it's not, right, Karina? And Christina said, good point, Braxus. I mean, you guys will see this is exactly how I want the chat to run. You guys talk about support each other. Uh, so yeah, Karina, that I was faking until now. You're still competing and comparing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and even when you say compete with yourself, for me, what it comes out is that it's boring. That doesn't. So what I did today before me and Alex start this podcast, he's training every day since March now. So I just started training again. Like I said, I was trained 3 times per week, 4 times doing stretching. I promised that to him. and we took a picture before the before, and he was saying,
Yeah,
"You're having bigger arms than me," and I didn't train seriously
yeah,
like in the last, I think, since November last year, something like that. I did on and on, but so yeah, we did take a picture. So now we're kind of adding up to compete with each other. It's like I'm gonna do it, gonna be my word. So you guys need to spice up the things however you want it, so that you will do what you wanna do, and you know what is good for you. Just imagine it like that. You have a car, and it runs on diesel, right? And then you come to the gas station, and you have a diesel and regular gasoline 95 or 98 or 100. So you have a choice. Why do you put the diesel into your car? Just because it says it's diesel? No, you do it because if you don't put the diesel in, your car is not gonna run. It's gonna stop. And the same things goes with our body or our mindset or our skills. It's like you have a choice. I mean, you can drink Coca-Cola every day, but then don't complain that you have all these things that comes with it. All the health issues that. So it's basically all a choice. And you can compare and compete with others as long as it's not harming you or the others. As long as you don't look down. Oh, I should be better than that guy. How is he better than me? I train more. I do this. I do that. Maybe he just doesn't care if he's better than you or not. Maybe he's just doing because he loves to do it. When you really
yeah. Can
have,
I add something?
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Can I say something about comparing? Because when I started to dance salsa, I was always looking at the guys who were, I don't know, in the flow, who had all those moves that I wanted to perform. And I said to myself at that point, I will never be that kind of dancer. I never had that, musicality in my head. And I was comparing to them. But but now I see the people who are now starting salsa, and I'm like 2 years ahead of them, and they see me as a, wow, what can you do? They are now in my spot when I started, and I see some. Now I look up to those coaches who are way better than me now, but I'm still seeing them, and this is what I turned out for me, that I always look for the better one, for how can I be so I improve my skills, and and I I help those beginners, and I said to them, dude, I was a beginner too. I didn't knew how to I know basic salsa step. I didn't knew how to perform,
Mm,
and now I'm doing this. So don't get too hard on yourself, and just dance and enjoy dancing, and everything will come in place when you repeat that many times, and now I just transform my mindset in a way that I don't envy, or I don't see as at them as like, oh, they are so much better dancers than me, but okay, I'm inspired by them, and I want to dance like them, or in my way. So they show me the move, but do it in my way, in my flow, in my body movement, and that's why I enjoy dancing that much, because now I'm not comparing. I'm just enjoying and dancing. So
yeah.
that's it.
That's just what Braxos and Christina said. So Braxos said, when you really have passion and a goal that you really, really want, you don't give a damn what people say or think.
Yeah,
That
that's right.
is that is
I
true.
agree.
But why? But my question back would be, why do you give about them about what people say or think, even when you're doing things that you're not passionate about? Why do you ever give a damn about what people say or think? Uh,
Good
and
point.
and
Yeah.
then Christina said, yeah, envy isn't healthy, but competition that motivates us is healthy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we are living in a society where we are competing, and we all know the expression rat race. We're being
Hmm.
like, who will be there first, what will you do to get there first. But I think that is in a way dissolving with more and more people giving self reflection. So what I would say is, like Alex, you said, is it's really good. Oh, sorry, Karina, can you repeat it, please? Because the chat goes down. I'm
No,
sorry
I
if
can. I
it's
can. I see.
what
I
what is
see.
what, what
Yeah.
is her
She
question?
said
When are you posting the before and after pictures? Yeah,
Yeah.
after. When after happens. I'm
Yeah.
not saying when we said the after is. You guys will have to keep on being around, dwelling that, be it. And I can say I did it in my tank top, so a little more is seeing. Alex did it in this shirt because he is ashamed of his body, but that's his thing. No, I'm joking. I don't know
No,
that.
I'm not the same.
uh, but 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 yeah, what I want to say about we're in the rat race, but we actually are responsible that we are in a rat race. If you find yourself, that you're in a rat race, you have a choice in that moment that you discover that either you're gonna keep on continue do that or you're gonna step out of that. It's like Alex said before. He had the choice: either he goes work for somebody else or he starts his own company. So you always had that. Did Alex also wear a hat then? When he made the picture? I no, he was dressed like now. He just he just flexed his biceps. That's all he did. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, Braxo said you don't
You
not
surprised
anymore.
me, man. I
Yeah,
didn't knew we were doing that.
yeah, that's how likes work. That's how life works. Yeah, good for you, Braxos, that you don't give about them what people think about or say about. But I would say it like this: it depends on who, right? So if it's like if the people who are part of my team for stream, I do give a damn what they say about it, because I know they're we are all looking into how to get better at it, how to enroll more people into it. So in that way, yes, I would say it's a good thing to listen to what people have to say. But then the choice that we have is whether we take that or not. Karina had many, how to say, uh, uh, many things, like many new ideas, and some I took and some I just said no, we're not gonna do that because la la la. And she's so cool that she's like, yeah, okay, cool. I just put out an idea, and she was not attached to it that it must be accepted because she did it, or her, it's end of the world if we don't accept her idea. It's just like, yeah, it's. I think that there's a lot of stuff we opened up that we can cover in next podcast. So yeah, so you agree on that, but people that you don't know and they usually talk crap about you and what you do. Well, yeah, there will be always, even we are sometimes that people, to be honest, right? It's like we can talk about somebody who is not in conversation with us, and in that moment we are that kind of people, whether we're saying good or bad things, right? So I'm really working on to get gossiping out of my life or not to participate in it. But
Mm.
yeah, uh, what I say also to the teenagers at the workshop is, look, people will always think something about you. But the funny thing is, when you're doing something and you're thinking in your head, oh, what does the people think about me now? It's like they're asking the same questions themselves for what they're just doing now. So people, we don't spend much time looking others, you know, and judging them and stuff because we are afraid what others are thinking about us. And then if you go like into the minds of the people, most people are dealing with what do people think about me, what they will think about me if I do that. So they don't really think about you. They think about what you think about them. So we're in
Very
this
good point. Yeah.
mushy thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't control what other people say and do, but what you can control is how you respond to that. That's what we can control. So yeah, what I want to say is I think we got a lot of cover. Like what we actually want to give you guys through the podcast is exactly that. How like some things that we open right now. So and we decided that we always gonna choose next topic from the podcast we are just live now in. So today we choose the topic for the next podcast.
Yeah.
So I got two topics in my head. So one is because we were talking about selling us to others. So let's look at how we sell each us to the, in the romantic relationships. So basically the podcast could be about romantic relationships. Next one. Or it can be about what we were talking a little bit before. Let me go up. Mm,
Mindset.
I mean, yeah, we could go into to the mindset. I don't know, but basically, I'm hooked on romantic relationships. I don't know. Did you hear anything else, or Chad? Do you have any topics that you want us to cover in podcast? I mean, we also have a list, so we can open that as well, and we can all choose it together. We're up for
Yeah.
any topic. So yeah, we have relationship for topics, but I would say we can go into specific relationships. Like we can do podcasts for each one because romantic relationships is different than a relationship with like parents relationship or siblings relationship or friends relationship, or workers. So open up the list. Yeah, I'm reading it from the list now. So then we have a topic high performance habits. Then we have a topics of how to deal with failures or how we are dealing it. Then we have a topic. We had teenagers, famous people. Then something about like girl streamers. That's a topic when I really want to open up when we will have another co-host with us who will be a girl. We're in debate about that.
Yeah.
So then there is inspiration and money and hard work. So yeah, mother-in-law, really?
What? What?
So let's have a podcast
Bravo.
about how to no, not how to, but topic of the podcast, mother-in-laws, in-laws.
Oh my God.
No, okay, let's choose it together now.
Come on,
So,
bravo.
so I
You're
propose,
crazy.
I propose romantic relationship. What do you propose, Alex? Alex doesn't know what that is, only on paper, but not in reality. So Karina said money or romantic relationship, and then Jake P said Alex
Jake,
doesn't know. The chat is roasting you, my friend. Oh, oh, oh. Here we go.
yeah, yeah, they know that I'm single, né? They know that I'm single, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
And you're
so
married, so that's a different things to cover up, you know. Yeah, romance. Christina said romance.
yeah, Karina says money or romantic. Braxo says mother-in-law. So we
No
are voting
mother-in-law,
now.
no.
No mother-in-law, no. Yeah, again with the line talk. I mean, I told you guys, you will see that when Alex will lose the line, he will not be single anymore. But it will take time for him to trust in my wisdom.
No. I
Uh,
will show you that I'm going to get a girl with a
yeah,
line.
but
So.
you will get a girl with a line on your head because you will want to show me that that's possible, and that is not the way how to start a relationship, my friend.
Yeah. Okay. I think we have a topic for next week,
Okay,
huh?
romantic relationship it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Romance. Okay, cool, cool. We gotta do that. Spread the word around. Enroll
No, no,
everybody
no.
who is relationship with mother-in-law topic would be
Come
hilarious.
on.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. We can
Yeah.
do that as well, but not next week. We need to get
Yeah.
Alex into a relationship and for him to have mother-in-law so he could actually
Yeah.
participate in the conversation. Otherwise, I will need to kick him out for that and bring another co-host
Yeah.
in. Don't show a picture of a girl, but an actual girl, Alex. Braxton said. So, do not fake it till you make it in a romantic relationship.
Look, It's okay. It's okay.
It's
I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I'm
okay.
cool.
On
Yeah.
the inside, he's like, "Who's that Brexit guy?" I mean, man, I'm gonna,
Yeah. I'm gonna find out who are you, and I will find out where you live, man. And then some
then
things will happen.
he will come with his happy feet, and he will
Yeah.
charm you,
Yeah. I will
entertain
charm
you.
you.
All right, guys. Awesome. We have a topic for next one. It's romantic relationship. So how we are approaching topics is that in from today, from this moment on until next podcast, we actually will observe us, and you guys can do that as well, and you can come in with with your reflections, and I would give you like that mini mission. So observe how you approach your partner or potential partners, or how you think about your partner or potential partners. One thing, or how who or what you're being around them. It's like we're gonna go like into that. So into the depth. So maybe we not maybe, but I'm sure you guys will get pointers on how I did it, what is important to me, and what I also recommend to others. And for those who did it, kind of most of them are now in a not most of them. Whoever did it is in a romantic relationship now, and whoever did not and thinks he knows better, like have a line on his head, he will show me. Well, good luck with that. That's a joke,
You really
but
love me,
but
man.
but you will get the sense next week. So spread the word around. It was a pleasure. It was like I
Yeah.
had an awesome time. Thank you for being so alive in the chat. I really appreciate it. That is why we are doing this.
Yeah. Thank you,
Um,
Chad.
and yeah, that's it. Let's dwell into the romantic relationships until next. Who or how we're being, what we're doing, thinking, all the deep side, which is basically creating that we are where we are. And Braxo said to you, you know who he is. He is editing videos for the stream.
Ah, Robbie. Okay.
Uh,
Nice. Very nice.
very nice.
My my friend, please. I know where you live now. Oh, big mistake to put this in public. No, no, no.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, thank you guys, and see you. Like yeah, we are also, let me finish with that. So what we will also add, or we did add, if you look at the headers on social media, so Mr. JP, like on Facebook, Twitter, even on Twitch, on YouTube, you will get to know when we are doing podcasts. So it's every Monday at 9. We are doing talk show in English every Wednesday at 8, and talk show in Slovenian every Sunday at 8. And that is regular. That is gonna be on until there will be a post. There is no more this, because we ran out of people for talk show, and we ran out of topics for podcasts, which is probably in a 100 years, something like that, when I will have my last cup of tea. But until then, that's on. And there will be in and out Call of Duty action. We are looking into how to participate in a tournament every week, so spice up things a little bit. And if we are putting in the hours, why not earn some of the prizes? But yeah, like I said, connecting with other streamers. So there will be some these community games, we call them, like Among Us or Party Animals or Fall Guys. It's a funny game, it's a laughing game, it's a little bit competitive game, and it's like good to how to say, to
Interact.
interact with the community. Yeah. So that is all yet to come. You will know that. So every Monday we will put out the schedule for the following week. uh what else? Yeah, like I said before, new microphone, and yeah, more and more things will come, so stay tuned. Spread the words. Thank you for being here. Peace. I don't know, that just came to
Peace
my
out.
mouth. Peace
Yeah.
out,
Nice.
A Town.
Thank you, everyone. We love you. Woohoo.
Bye bye.